Hello, world. If you can grasp this, if you can bite this, if you can just say, okay, I am the cause of all of my effects. If you can get it in yourself somehow and say, I am the creator of my life, and I have always been the creator of my life and my reality. If you can just say that everything that has happened to me, it is me causing this. You know, it is kind of hard. I don't like to use that word hard, but it's challenging to not push the blame on nobody else for what's happening in our lives. It is easy to say somebody did it. The world is doing it. It is easy to shift the blame on something or someone else. But a couple of years ago, it was a time when I really had to bite that bullet and say, I am no longer blaming nobody else for the outcome of my life. Everything that is happening or did happen was because of me. Whether I did it consciously or whether I did it unconsciously, the effect was still the cause done by me. And we know in this world there is a law, cause and effect, that it holds. And it is rooted like a tree. That is a strong law, cause and effect. What we tend to do consciously or unconsciously has an effect. So, to take accountability for everything that we do, it gives us power. Let's talk about it. If I go through life thinking that life, y'all heard that saying? It's popular now. Life is lifing or something. Life is happening. I heard it before. Life just lifing. Like they don't have no control over their life. But I beg to differ. They're the ones that's creating the life and then saying life is lifing. Life is just happening to me. Wouldn't it better to be and say like, fuck it. I'm in control. Things that's happening to me is because of me. I like that. I like that because it never got nobody, well, never got me nowhere thinking that everybody's messing up my life. And I went through that for a lot of years of my life, thinking that society is doing this, thinking that the way that I grew up had a big effect. And some instances it does. But when you're at this stage of your life, when you can make your own decisions, that shouldn't be the case. Life is happening for us, not to us. It is like I would rather be taking the blame now for everything that is coming in my life than to say, I don't know how it's happening. The world is causing it, or people are doing it. I can't get ahead because of this or that. I don't like that. I don't have no power there. Everything else has power over me if they are controlling the outcomes of my life. So, the minute that you become a deliberate creator in your life, and that's what this journey is about, being in alignment to be a deliberate creator of your life, to push out so you know what's coming in your life. Nobody else has anything to do with it. It is a you thing, a me thing. It is nothing. We just can't say. I mean, okay. We can control like 85% of our life. And then there's this 15% to where when we step outside, it's certain things that we can't control because we're in the vicinity of others and stuff like that, you know? But when we're in that victim, when we're playing the victim and everything that is happening to us, somebody or something is doing it, we don't have no control. It's like, you know what I'm saying? If other things and other people are causing the reality of my life, how much control do I have over my own life? I might as well just walk around and take my brain off, or take my head off, and let people dictate exactly the life that I'm living. Now, it is hard to grasp and hard to wrap around, especially if you grew up and was surrounded and was conditioned or been around people that was all the time saying stuff like this. I can't get ahead. The economy is messed up. Do you know that even when the economy is messed up, there's still other people flourishing and being rich? It's just our perception of the economy. It could be going down, so what? That ain't got nothing to do with you and your focus on your reality, is what I'm saying. There has always been people in this world that has became millionaires, that have done very well during a bad economy. Things could be going bad over there and things could be going good over here. I'm saying blaming, playing the victim of the outcome of your life is going to keep you stuck in that life because somebody else is doing it to you. Life is happening to you, it's not happening for you. It has become simple to me that things that might happen, which very seldom does, but it's just everything is a learning thing now, you know? It ain't nothing for me to trip about or shift the blame on others. It's just, okay, well, I'm gonna figure that out. I'm gonna learn how to do that. It's not that bad. It's not taking life so serious. Because the minute I say that something or someone did it to me, I'm back taking life serious again. Like, it has become frustrating to me when I may be in a Sprouts or the grocery store, and or maybe at the convenience store, and people are talking about this and talking about we can't get ahead and this and that, and it's just it's starting to be like bro, come on, man. Yes, you can. There's nothing stopping you but your mind telling you, you know what I'm saying? So I just, it's really kind of challenging to deal with, when I be around in society and they don't have the thinking, I guess, or the perception I have about the world. And it's a lot of complaining all the time about their life, and which is keeping them stuck in that current reality. And I wish I could talk to them and help them and tell them, but at that moment, they don't want to hear that. If I was supposed to help them, I need to come up with a quick fix. They're not going to go through the growth process like we are, But you hear it a lot, people complaining about their life. And if they're complaining about their life, they're not taking accountability for that. You can't go through life and be like doing this, doing that, spending this, spending that, and then come back around and say things are hard, man, I can't do this. But what I'm saying is you can't create this and then backtrack and say life is life. If you are aware of your decision making and you know that what I do is going to have an effect on my situation, then you're going to be careful about the cause because you know it's going to have an effect. You're not going to do certain things because you know it's going to have an effect. And sometimes we can predict the effect. Sometimes we know if we say spend up a lot of money, we know we're going to be broke later. Sometimes we know if we get into this relationship that's already been toxic, we know the outcome later. Sometimes we know if we just stay at this job or something, instead of finding a new one that this job is not serving us, we know the outcome. And we'll be in that reality loop, keep doing that same thing, and then complaining about it later. You know, I've said if you don't like what's being harvested, if you don't like the crops you producing, you might want to change the seeds that you're planting. Hello, world. You might need to tweak it and do something a little different to get a different outcome. Yeah, I like that. If you don't like what's being harvested, change the seeds you're planting. See, we do know, chosen ones, spiritual beings, we do know that for certain. We know that our thoughts, actions, habits are creating our reality every day. How we think, how we feel is creating our reality every day. And if we don't like the creation of our reality, we change the way we think and feel and our perception of this world. You know, we don't try to fix it over here. We go back and change up under here to create this outcome over here. We dig inside and fix what's happening inside to make it produce a different effect. I'm thinking of this analogy, like if a car is having problems, or if the car is not running right, you can temporarily fix it, I guess, you know. Or you can go to the root of the problem and fix it to have a different effect in the driving. I don't know if that analogy worked, but you know. Um, but yeah, I'm saying that we need to take ownership. We need to take accountability. We need to say, okay, I get it. It's okay. Whether consciously or unconsciously, I am creating my reality. And if I don't like it, I need to change what I'm doing. But the last thing I want to do is shift the blame to somebody else or say life is life and I don't have no control. See, the Matrix wants us like that. They want us to feel like we don't have no control. Like things are just happening for us. And the longer that we feel like we don't have no control, we're at a low vibration. You get it? But the people that say, you know what, fuck that. I am the creator of my reality. what comes in is because of what's pushed out by me. That is powerful. I'm telling you, that is powerful. Once you can come to that, term, like, that is so powerful, man. I don't even know how I got there like that. Like, saying, forget it. Fine. I'm in control. I am the one that's gonna create the effect in life that I want, you know? Nobody has nothing to do with this part. It is about me. It is about me controlling my energy, my vibration. It's about me having a different state of being that's pushed out to create the effects I want in life. It's about me. Nobody else is doing it to us, but society, the matrix, they want you to think that. They really do. Because it keeps you grounded on this low vibration, you know? It keeps you thinking, man, when the economy change, everything is going to be right and I'm going to blow up. Or when the taxes get different, or when a new president is office, things are going to change. You steady hoping and wishing. That's not good. If you're hoping for something, it's almost an indication that it might not work. It's uncertainty. You know what I'm saying? You're like, I don't know, man. I hope it goes well. You hope? I don't hope nothing. I don't wish for nothing. I'm more optimistic about life. If I set out to do something, I'm like, I know it's going to work. I know I'm fit to do it. Because there's nothing that's going to stop me from doing it. You know what I'm saying? I don't hope. I took that out my vocabulary, like, you know. I don't wish things to happen. I make things happen. Because there's nothing stopping me from making it happen. You get it? I might have to search a little more, learn how to do it, but there's nothing stopping me. So I don't wish. I don't tell nobody, man, I hope I'm or that word, might. You know, hope, might, wish, that's just out the vocabulary. I'm doing it. That's just it. You know? So, yeah, like you tell somebody, I might make it. Don't say nothing. If you might do something, don't say it. You know? You have created a little resistance there, you know? I might. Now you got to think about this next. Well, I said I might, so I might come, or I might not. I might go, or I might not. And as far as he concerned, he got the memo. It don't matter if I show up or not, because I said I might come. I don't operate like on those levels no more. I'm like, I calm, I take a second, I think about it, and I say, I am gonna do it. I don't might, I don't hope, I don't wish. I manifest everything. See, understanding that we're manifesting, or me understanding that I'm manifesting every day, all the time, every situation, deliberately bringing things into my reality. I don't wish, hope, or want. I manifest. From the smallest things to the biggest things, I manifest. I deliberately bring what I want in my reality. Some manifestations are faster, some of them take a little minute, but I manifest my whole life now, and that's the level or the stage we want to be at, to where we know we're not shifting the blame or telling somebody else that they did it, or society, the world is doing it. No, we're deliberately manifesting our life every day. And it feels good to do that. It feels powerful to say that. Like, the things that I'm doing now is causing these great effects. So, yes. So the minute that you can, like, relieve yourself of saying that that something or someone else is doing it to me, society is doing it to me, the president is doing it to me, healthcare is doing it to me, all these different things that people tend to shift the blame on. The minute that you can get out of there and say, I am a mega manifester and I am deliberately controlling the outcomes in my life, and there's nothing stopping me from doing nothing that I want to do, the more power you have and the more power you feel. Hello, world.